no. Well, that was the best African vacation ever. I almost got eaten. I almost got blown up. I almost drowned. But I'm home. Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Oh, that's why you're here. Oh, what about my African vacation? Cool. Come sit down. Okay. After I tell you about this, calling the police. You're going to jail. End it. I'm going to tell you about my trip to Africa. Everything I did was a lot of fun, except the plane ride, because we had to land in Makapa for fuel. This is the view that I had from the plane looking down on Cape Town. Here are some of the things that I learned about Cape Town on my trip. Cape Town was appointed the best place to visit by the New York Times in 2014. Then my family went to the Castle of Good Hope. We learned that the castle once had a sea view, but now it just has a small river near the grounds. When we went inside, it was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen in my life. Our next visit was to Camps Bay, where we walked on the beach every morning. After leaving Camps Bay, we headed to Table Mountain, which had, in my opinion, the most amazing view in Africa. I decided to leave my family so I could go scuba diving. When I was there, I saw dolphins, a turtle, and some sharks. When I tried to take a picture of the sunset, a great white shark jumped out of the water and photobombed me. After my scuba trip, I took this really cool picture of the sunset. The next day, I went to Caligari Trans-Frontier Park. The desert was incredible. I'm glad that I went to the park on my trip. The next adventure took me to Kobe National Park, where I saw 6 different animals on the African savanna. First, I saw lions. I learned that lions are the big cats of the genus Panthera and a member of the Fidalia. Then we came across a giraffe. They are so tall. They are the biggest land animal in the world, and they have purple tongues so that they are that color to protect them from sunburn when they are eating. The next animal I saw was a cheetah. A fun fact about a cheetah is that they're the fastest land animal and their speeds can reach up to 78 miles per hour. A little further down the path, we saw a hippo. Hippos love water. That is why the Greeks called them the river horses. They are very mean. We had to keep our distance. I was really excited when we came across a pack of elephants. They are so massive. I was not surprised to find out they were the largest land animal in the world. The last animal we encountered were the African painted dogs. They are known as pack hunters. They might not look so fierce, but they can kill prey with ease. After the Kobe National Park adventure, we went to Victoria Falls. While I was at the falls, I did 2 things. There was swimming in the water just above Victoria Falls. It looks like you were going on the edge, but you're actually safe from falling. Nearby the falls was a lion encounter. I did this even though I already saw lions on my trip, because I could get so much closer. They train the lions to be around people. I traveled north to the Kabale Forest National Park. I was very interested in learning about the ecosystem of the rainforest. The forest is home to several different kinds of primates. The largest primates population in the Kabale Forest are the chimpanzees. We went on a walk that took 3 hours. They will only allow groups of 6 on the tour, which works for us because we have a family of 6. The guide would point out different birds and animals along the way. There are 12 types of primates that live in the park. We decided it was time to go and see how people lived in Nairobi. Nairobi is the capital of the largest city in Kenya, and it is famous for having the Nairobi National Park. Nairobi was very nice. The buildings were all taken care of and seemed to cost a lot of money. However, just down the road, it looks very different. People are very poor. They have next to nothing. There doesn't seem to be a middle class. You are either rich or poor. There are 4 million people living in the slums. They have a life-threatening food crisis. It's hard to see people living in such terrible conditions. It makes me appreciate all that I live here in America. In Mongolish, Somalia, a bomb exploded while my family was visiting. We were warned not to venture to that area because there because we were told that it was not safe. There had been a civil war going on in this part of the country since the late 1980s. As soon as we saw that our lives were in danger, we promptly left. Finally, we traveled west to Timbuktu. We wanted to see the historical architecture. This area is most well known for the Islamic mosques. They have been around since the 15th and 16th centuries. We had an amazing and educational trip to Africa. I would like to return someday. So, did you learn a lot from this? Okay, now that I told you everything that I did while I was gone while you're wrapping my house, which I probably shouldn't have done, I'm just gonna call the police now. What's the number again? Oh, thanks. Hi, yes, someone broke into my house while I was gone on vacation, and, there's a lot of stuff missing, like my phone, laptop, and computer. So, can you just come get him? Thanks. Bye.